Inside Morehead State Basketball is brought to you by Jack Rowe Insurance, your independent agent serving all your insurance needs. The Citizens Bank of Morehead, the home of totally free checking. Larry Fannin Chevrolet Buick and GMC. Richard White Wood Products, a premier exporter of Kentucky hardwoods worldwide. Lakeside Christian Academy, located on US 60 West in Morehead. Educating for eternity. Visit us online at lakesidechristianacademy.org. Standifer Builders Paving and Sealing of West Liberty. Professional work at low prices. That's how we roll. The Tim Short Auto Group. Take the short drive to satisfaction. Northcutt & Son Home for Funerals, serving others as we would like to be served. The Ira Kilburn Law Office. Commercial Bank of West Liberty, where friendliness prevails. By J.W. Wood and Quality Staves in Wallingford. And by U.S. Bank. All of us serving you.
Hi, everyone, and welcome into the season premiere of Inside Morehead State Basketball, coming to you from the Academic Athletics Center, the court here at LST Johnson Arena, alongside the acting head coach of the Eagles, Preston Spadlin. I'm your host, David Patrick, and Preston, we're early in the season, and it's already been a busy one. You began the season as a 29-year-old assistant coach. 5 games in, you're the acting head coach. Big adjustment, a lot on your plate.
Yeah, it has been a big adjustment. Certainly not something that I planned to happen. I don't know that I was fully prepared for it, but I like to think that, my role as an assistant and the things that I was able to do and take pride in doing have prepared me to do this. And, I'll continue to get better at it. It has been quite an adjustment on and off the court, not sleeping quite as well as I did. But I'm thinking of things I've never thought of before. I tried to really approach every day as an assistant, as I wanted to as a head coach, and try to just think of those things, because that's always the advice that I had been given. And you can pretend it all you want, but until you actually start doing it, it's a little bit different. So a bit of an adjustment, trying to have fun with it, trying to be upbeat and positive with our kids, and I think they're doing the same. And we'll get to where we want to be by doing that.
Preston, you learned from the best. 5 years under Coach John Calipari at the University of Kentucky. Little did you know at that time that experience that you had with Coach Cal would play major dividends now, because I know you really lean on that, and you lean on him, don't you?
Absolutely. He's, from day one when this transition happened, it was one of the first phone calls that I made. He was great. He kind of grilled me at first. He said, "What's your plan? What are you going to do? What are you going to say? What's going to be your approach? What are you going to do in practice?" So he wanted to know everything, and I don't want to say much to his surprise, but I think he was kind of pleased that I did have a plan in place, whether it was right or wrong. I'd put a lot of thought into it in the short amount of time that I was given to do so, and I'll continue to lean on him. Sure. And as his schedule allows and mine allow as well. Of course, he's got a big season going on as well, and if you think if I think I'm busy at this point in time, I really know that he's busy. So I'll be respectful of his time as well, and really take any advice and anything he's got, along with the entire staff of those great guys that I worked with. I'll take all of that to heart. I heard from all of them. I heard from Orlando, who's down in South Florida, and it's great to hear from all those guys. And you're not getting their sympathy, but they're giving you their 2 cents. They're reassuring you that you're prepared to do this, and just the biggest message was just be yourself, do what you know, and go from there.
Stay with us. When we come back, we'll take a road trip to Pittsburgh, the Eagles game against the Pittsburgh Panthers. That's next on Inside Morehead State Basketball. Welcome back into Inside Morehead State Basketball on this Sunday afternoon on the CW Lexington. Again, alongside the Eagle acting head basketball coach, Preston Spadlin. I'm David Patrick. And Preston, tough road trip. ACC foe, Pittsburgh. On the road, tough place to play, but it was good for your players, and I thought you played really, really well.
I was really pleased with the guys, with their effort and their focus and their preparation leading up to it. It was hard. We took 3 straight days off, and then we went 2-a-days, and then you practice, then you travel on a holiday. So you factor all that kind of stuff in when kids they don't get a chance to see their families. Sometimes I think we as adults and as fans, we forget that sometimes.
Sure.
So that plays a role. It's hard. So you got to put that in there for the kids too. Playing at an ACC school is never going to be an easy thing to do. A very good Pittsburgh team, as you're going to see them win a lot of games this year, and they're very well coached. But I was very pleased with the execution and the effort that they had. Unfortunately, we didn't shoot the ball great in the first half and dug ourselves a bit of a hole, but we fought and we scrapped and we got back. And then we did make some mistakes down the stretch that we came back, and if we learn from, will be very beneficial for us going forward.
Preston on the sidelines for the first time as a head coach. How was that?
You know, it was a little different. I think when you're standing up there, you see things a little bit differently. I tell you, the rest of our staff with Dylan and DT and Jonathan, they did a terrific job in helping me with subbing and suggestions. And you know, every time out we would get together, we would talk, and so that was a huge help for me.
Three-point shot just killed you early on, and they're characteristically not a good three-point shooting team.
No, you know, going into it, I'm not a great numbers guy. I wasn't a math major, but I do like to look at the stats. And you take number 23, Cameron Johnson, who's a really good three-point shooter out of the equation. They shot 24% as a team coming into the game. So I knew they could make free throws. I knew they could post the ball and use their size, and I knew they could offensive rebound. But so I said, if they're going to beat us shooting jump shots, they're going to have to do that. And they did. And to their credit, they made the shots we gave them, which is a sign of a good team. And they deserve much credit for that. So taking a look here, you're seeing they tried to apply a little bit of pressure. I was really proud of our guys executing a game plan, because it's not something we went live against. And they really, you know, we want to attack that to shoot layups. Again, execution right there, taking what the defense gives you, slipping a screen. So, you know, the biggest thing is our guys, they played really free offensively. Plays like that, simple ones, driving the ball, coming to a jump stop, somebody diving, showing their hands and finishing through contact. Those are the types of plays we got to have. Here, Miguel gets it in the post. Rico, terrific pace right there, getting to that midline area and getting to that left hook, which you like so much. So you like to see those types of plays for the guys, and it took a while for our first shot to go in. But once we got the lid off the basket, you know, Xavier can make plays like that. And then our confidence was going, and I wanted these guys to play free. I said, if you pass up an open look, you're coming out. And again, you see one of their made threes there in transition. And kind of the thing with that is we came out and we allowed them to feel comfortable. And what a team does when they feel comfortable is they kind of get fake muscles. And shooting is contagious. It's contagious on the negative end, like it was for us in the first half, and it's on a positive end for them. When you see it start to go in, that basket gets a little bigger. And then the flip side of it when it's not going in.
Preston, you're down 42-26 at the half, but the thing I loved about this game is your kids never quit. In the second half, you guys took it to them, really did.
Yeah, we won the second half. You know, we don't really do moral victories, but, you know, watching this tape, watching it again here, you know, the first play out of the halftime, really executing, taking advantage. You know, Malik came up and hit some really big shots. And I felt like, you know, we really executed, and we had our confidence. My message at halftime, we were 1 of 11 from 3. I said, guys, we're not a 1 for 11 team. And I laughed. I said, don't worry, we're taking good shots. We continue to take those in the second half. They're going to fall. Your jitters are out of the way. We've played a half together. We're all good. Plays like this right here really pleased me. I showed this to the guys, and I made them laugh because how excited I was. I said, these are the types of plays that Morehead State basketball has been known for, outplaying people, and that was the effort stuff. Plays like this one. You know, those are things that I was really pleased for the guys to do on top of execution and shooting the ball well in the second half.
You cut the lead, continue to cut the lead, and Preston, you eventually got it down to 7 points and had a shot to pull a big upset.
We did. You know, they asked me in the post-game press conference, were you smelling upset when you had it to 7? I said, I didn't realize it was at 7. And I was just trying to not focus on the score. I was trying to focus on each possession, focus on the guys, have a feel for them and what they needed at that point in time. And my message to them going into this game, during, after, and even right up until this moment is we're not thinking about winning and losing. We're thinking about the things that affect winning and losing, and that's where our focus is. And if we learn to keen in and focus on those things, then winning and losing will take care of itself.
Malik played big for you. Malik Maitland is really growing as a point guard, and Preston, his confidence is starting to grow.
Yeah, you know, he's a kid. He really needs confidence. He's a great kid. The way he learns, we got to make sure that we do a great job as a staff communicating with him and the rest of these guys so that they see things and they understand things the way that best suit them. And that's a big part of Malik. He's the type of guy that's going to play off of instincts, and if he feels comfortable in doing that, then he's going to play well.
Final from Pittsburgh, 76-63. Pittsburgh gets the win over Morehead State. When we come back, we'll take a look at highlights from MSU's game with Northern Kentucky here at Johnson Arena. That's next on Inside Morehead State Basketball. Welcome back to Inside Morehead State Basketball on the CW Lexington. Thank you for being with us on this Sunday afternoon. And Preston, back at home against Northern Kentucky, a very good basketball team, a talented team, and a tough game and a tough loss for you.
It was, it was nice to come home, play in front of our fans during the week when we had some students here. Brad did a great job promoting the game, getting people here for that.
The ramen noodle game.
The ramen noodle game, yeah, it'll go down in history as the ramen noodle game. But you're right, a good Northern Kentucky team, a very well coached Northern Kentucky team. I think John Brennan does a terrific job with his kid. They were young, they came in very hungry, and they did the things they needed to do to get the win against us. And hats off to them. They did some really nice things.
As you said, good to be home, and the guys were ready to be home.
They were. It's tough when you're playing 3 straight games on the road, and as I mentioned, you're playing a game around a holiday, so you don't get to enjoy that. So it is good to come home and play in front of your fans and shoot on your rims and wear those white jerseys set for a change. So you're going to see here, this is just Miguel. Miguel makes plays like that all the time in practice for us, and just want him to have the freedom and the confidence to be able to do that. Rico catching the ball, great pace right there. Malik getting in there, coming to 2 feet, making a really nice play. So that playing like that, inside to out, is where we're going to be very effective. Thought Lamontre came in just hungry, ready to play. Spent a lot of time with him the past week, our entire staff, just talking to him, getting his mind where it should be. And I think what you're seeing as a result of that is a confident Lamontre Harris, who's a very talented player. And the same with Malik. This is a terrific play right here. Transition, making a play most people can't make, and then just turning around and getting a hustle play outside of that anyone truly can make. But he's put his body on the line right there and did that. So, Xavier pushing the break. Again, Miguel just really had it going. You got to respect his jump shot, so he really plays well off the fake. Not enough credit on that type of play right there given to Dewan Marrero for setting great screens and rolling hard to the rim and sucking everyone in to allow Malik to make a play. And then, the big fella, he was terrific. Hats off to him at 32 and 11 in that night, and a really good player. He plays within himself. He's very skilled offensively, and he had a very good night for them. And Trey got it going a little bit in the second half, got woke up. There's Rico with his great court vision. Malik with his court vision getting to a wide open Xavier Moon, who we feel is going to knock as many of those down as he wants to shoot. So transition here, didn't do a great job. Part of that's on me. I got to make sure that I'm showing these guys exactly what we've got to do, especially when you're dealing with a player like McDonald. But again, hustle plays like you saw against Pittsburgh. You can't teach that. That's effort. That's within the kids. That's their desire to win and play for each other. Getting out in transition, Xavier Moon getting out, finishing with confidence, going in there and doing the things that he's very good at. Again here, a very confident Lamontre Harris right there. We got to a point where we got into foul trouble and had some funky lineups on the floor where we really had to play through Lamontre, and he answered the call and scored the ball at a high rate for us in the second half.
Big basket by Northern late in the game, and this one really hurt.
That one hurt, and the way it hurts is it goes against our principles, the way we want to defend that. So that's definitely a clip that our guys are going to see on film and learn from. And going forward, those are the types of mistakes that, like we said after the Pittsburgh game and this one, if you're going to win Division I basketball games and you're going to beat good teams, you can't afford to make. Jordan Walker came in and gave us a great spark. Thought he played really, really well, and he's a freshman that's really going to be a special player here for a long time. And I've probably got to do a better job in going forward and getting him a few more minutes. And to his credit, he came in ready to play.
He did. Northern wins the game here at Johnson Arena, final 84-79. When we come back, highlights from Morehead State's Saturday game at Purdue, courtesy of Chuck Mraz and the Eagle Sports Network. That's next on Inside Morehead State Basketball.
Inside the lane, Swanigan backs it out, wide left for three. Down the baseline, triple team. Tries to spin out of bounds, feed stolen at the right hash by Descent. Miguel to the offensive end. He'll take it, drive, scoop, score. Right to left comes Matthias, picks up the dribble out top, right side to Edwards. Bounce down low, tipped away by Alexander, stolen by Maitland, bounce ahead, left angle. Here comes Descent, got it off to Moon, lays it up and in. Around the left wing, Edwards, high right, Thompson. Back across to Edwards. He'll jump into a three and knock it down. Second triple, angles to the paint. Tries to fight up a shot, instead gives it off to the elbow and Bidding. 9 to shoot, Taekwon. Hip fight to the hole, put up a shot, blocked away by Vincent Edwards for a rebound. Bidding out to midcourt, Moon. Straight away with 2 to shoot, the three, drains it. Lost it, off the glass, he fell down. Morehead State the rebound, Maitland the Moon. Moon down the right wing, fade and fire from 18, in and out, battle on the rebound. Lamontre Harris, baseline left, puts it up and in. Morehead State scores again. Carson Edwards to Matthias free throw line. Right side, Thompson for three, off the iron, no. Left of the lane, the rebound kicks off Walker. Down the floor, Harris. Cutting right, Descent, fakes, lays it up, missed it, tapped up and in, yes, though by Harris. He'll cut the angle on the dribble. Free throw line, bounce off to Swanigan. Toward the left corner, to Edwards, to Thompson, back to Edwards. Edwards will launch the three and nail it. That is his fourth triple. The first half he has 12 points. Rebound Descent for MSU. Down the floor, Walker. Left corner, Diakite sets his feet. He'll drop a three in. He'll wheel out to his right, pick up the dribble. Bounce left off to Matthias at the wing. Left corner, Clyde. Left elbow, Vincent Edwards. High right, Thompson for three. Got it. Thompson with 8. Morehead State's Lamontre Harris. Harris with the ball, taking it coast to coast. Kick right side, Moon. High right Descent to Marrero in the lane. He'll take it to the hole, lay it off the glass and in. It was top of the key. Wide left, Marrero to Descent coming back behind him. Left angle drive, Euro step, left hand scoop, it's in. Descent right sideline midcourt, works it to the right hash on Carson Edwards. Driving the right wing to the block to the goal, the scoop, off the glass and in. Logo, Marrero pounds it down, coming forward. Driving on Smotherman, left to the lane, to the block, turns to his right, hooks it from there and hits it. The junior from Santo Domingo puts the ball in as he goes to the right corner and Marrero. Marrero holding, he'll put it down to the right block. Lefty from the lane, in and out and back in again, good. Left corner Descent, Miguel fakes, he'll angle in, trying to take it to the paint, took a shove to the block, lines it back out, left wing, Diakite for three, yes! 2-3 MSU zone, left corner Carson Edwards, back out Matthias, around the right Vincent Edwards, near corner Smotherman, on the drive to the baseline to scoop the score. Henson, left block extended, Diakite back out wide left to Walker. Around left at the arc, Henson turns, faces up the three, yes! Jaiman with his first bucket. 90-56, Purdue leads, 25 seconds to go.
Welcome back to Inside Morehead State Basketball and Preston, the most important week. And it's not about games this coming week, but it's about academics. Finals week at Morehead State University, crucial time for players to finish strong in the classroom.
Yeah, of course, our guys are students first.
Sure.
I know that you hear that a lot, but it's very true. So getting ready for a very big week for us. Dylan does a terrific job getting our schedule together, so it allows us to be there during finals week, allows our guys enough time to prepare. We're going to try to we're going to take an extra day off in there to allow the guys time to take care of business. And it's also an important week for us in terms of practice. We've got some extra time to really get better.
Sure.
And
because no games during finals week. It's a clean slate.
Correct. No games during finals week, and it's an opportunity for us to practice and really work on us and get better. And we feel good going into finals week. We got a terrific academic staff over in the Eagle Center. Jamie Thomas is doing an unbelievable job with our staff and with our players. And, the outlook looks good. We've got to finish strong, like you said. But our guys have done a nice job in the classroom, and we want to make sure that we continue to do that through finals.
Thank you so much for watching the season premiere of Inside Morehead State Basketball. And on behalf of Coach Spadlin, I'm David Patrick, and we look forward to seeing you next week right here on the CW Lexington, 1 o'clock, for Inside Morehead State Basketball.
Inside Morehead State Basketball was brought to you by Jack Rowe Insurance, your independent agent serving all your insurance needs. The Citizens Bank of Morehead, the home of totally free checking. Larry Fannin Chevrolet Buick and GMC. Richard White Wood Products, a premier exporter of Kentucky hardwoods worldwide. Lakeside Christian Academy, located on US 60 West in Morehead. Educating for eternity. Visit us online at lakesidechristianacademy.org. Standifer Builders Paving and Sealing of West Liberty. Professional work at low prices. That's how we roll. The Tim Short Auto Group. Take the short drive to satisfaction. Northcutt & Son Home for Funerals, serving others as we would like to be served. The Ira Kilburn Law Office. Commercial Bank of West Liberty, where friendliness prevails. By J.W. Wood and Quality Staves in Wallingford. And by U.S. Bank. All of us serving you.